You step on a small stone in your driveway, barefoot just for a second, and you fold in half, hopping, hissing through your teeth, one pebble. That's all it took. Now picture a hunter 50,000 years ago. No shoes, no socks, no soft floor his entire life. He runs across sharp rock, hot sand, cracked ground, all day, for years. And his feet are fine. His feet are better than yours. Wider, stronger, harder to hurt. And you're the one with arch support and memory foam. That's the strange part. We wrapped our feet in cushioning designed by engineers. And that's when they started falling apart. You've heard the usual answers. You've got flat feet. You need more support. Both of those miss something huge. Because your foot isn't badly designed, and it isn't weak by nature. It's the same foot that Hunter had, 2 million years old and field tested. So the question isn't what's wrong with your feet. It's what you've been putting them in. And the answer goes deeper than the shoe. Stay to the end. The fix is free. Your ancestors did it without a single thought. First, know this isn't a personal failure. Your feet didn't quit on you because you're lazy or broken. Look around, and you'll see the same thing everywhere. Flat feet, fallen arches. Plantar fasciitis. Bunions, heel pain. That first morning step that feels like glass. Foot trouble is one of the most common complaints people carry to a doctor. There's an entire industry built on it. Insoles, orthotics, arch supports, gel cushions, stability shoes, a whole wall at the pharmacy, just for tired feet. And here's the part that should stop you. The people who never wore shoes barely deal with any of it. People who grow up barefoot have wider, stronger feet. Flat feet are rarer. Bunions are rarer. That signature heel pain we treat by the millions is mostly missing. So this isn't bad luck. And it isn't just getting older. It's a pattern. And every part of it traces back to the same place. A foot built for a world that doesn't exist anymore. Let's kill the most common myth first. You've probably been told the human foot is a bit of a lemon. A flimsy, flawed design that needs propping up from below. It's a clean story. It's also wrong. The arched foot isn't new. It's one of the oldest things about us. In Tanzania, there's a trail of footprints pressed into old volcanic ash. They're more than 3.5 million years old. And they were made by someone walking on 2 feet, heel to toe like you do. Not shuffling, not gripping with their toes. Walking, with an arch already shaped into the sole. The springy foot you're standing on is roughly 2 million years old. It's the foot that walked and ran humans, clear across the planet. And the arch is the whole trick. It isn't a weak spot. It's a spring. Every step it flattens, stores the force, then snaps back and gives it to you. Researchers measured it, and the arch gives back around 17% of the energy in every stride. Free propulsion built into your anatomy. Underneath, there are 26 bones, 33 joints, and more than 100 muscles and tendons. One of the most sophisticated machines in your entire body. If it were really such a bad design, we'd never have crossed a continent on it. We'd have been left behind somewhere, rubbing our heels. So evolution didn't hand you a broken foot. It handed you a spring that carried your whole species out of Africa. Which leaves one uncomfortable question. If the hardware is this good, why does yours hurt? To find the answer, look at the people still living without shoes, or close to it. In northern Tanzania, the Hadza still hunt and gather. The same people whose backs, by the way, mostly don't hurt either. They walk for hours every day, over rock, thorn, and dry riverbed, barefoot or in thin sandals cut from an old tire. No arch support, no cushioning, no podiatrist for 1,000 miles. By our logic, their feet should be wrecked. They're not. Their feet are broad, splayed, and strong. The toes spread wide, gripping the ground like a hand. And researchers who study barefoot groups keep finding the same thing. Fewer flat feet, fewer bunions. Fewer of the aches we treat as normal. It's not that these people have some rare genetic gift. Give a child a life on bare ground, and the foot builds itself strong. Put that same child in stiff shoes from age 2, and it doesn't. The foot is a machine that shapes itself around how it's used. Use it fully and it gets stronger. Do the work for it and it gives up the job. Which brings us to the thing wrapped around your foot right now. So let's talk about the shoe. Not as fashion, as a device. Think about what a modern shoe actually does. It has a raised, cushioned heel so you land soft. It has a molded arch support, so the middle of your foot never holds itself up. It has a stiff sole, so your foot barely bends. And it has a curved up toe, lifting your toes off the ground. Every one of those feels like comfort. Every one of them is also doing a job. Your foot used to do itself. The arch is meant to be your spring. The support holds it still instead. The toes are meant to grip and push. The stiff sole won't let them. The heel is meant to feel the ground. The cushion mutes it. It's a cast. A soft, comfortable cast you put on every morning. And you leave it on for most of your waking life. Now think about what happens to any limb in a cast. Break your arm, wrap it for 6 weeks, and it comes out thin and pale. The muscle shrinks because nothing asked it to work. Your foot is in that cast for years, for decades. It isn't resting. It's being switched off, and while the shoe holds everything in place, something quiet happens inside. Your foot is packed with small, deep muscles. Their whole job is to hold the arch up and adjust with every step. On bare ground, they fire constantly, making tiny corrections you never notice. A supportive shoe does that holding for them. So they stop. Muscles you don't use don't stay loyal. They shrink, they forget. And slowly the spring you were born with goes slack. The arch that used to hold itself up now leans on a piece of foam. Take the foam away and the foot feels weak because it has become weak. So you buy more support, which asks the muscles to do even less. And the foot gets weaker still. It's a loop, and the shoe is selling you both the problem and the cure. Then one day you step on a small stone in the driveway, and there's nothing left underneath to take it. Now an honest pause, because this cuts both ways. Not every foot problem is the shoe's fault, and it would be a lie to say so. Some people are simply born with flatter feet and do just fine. Genes matter, injuries happen. Feet change with age and with pregnancy. And bare feet aren't magic armor. Step on real glass. An ancient skin tears just like yours. A life fully barefoot brings its own dangers. From deep cuts to certain infections. If your foot pain is sharp or spreading or it won't quit, that's a doctor, not a video. And you can't undo 30 years of shoes in a weekend. A foot that's been propped up its whole life has to be woken slowly. Push too fast barefoot, and you'll injure the very thing you're trying to save. None of this makes your foot fragile. It makes it a muscle, and muscles come back. But for the ordinary aching, why do my feet hurt kind of pain most of us carry, the pattern is hard to ignore. It didn't come from using the foot too hard. It came from a foot that was never allowed to work at all. Which brings us back to that hunter 50,000 years ago. Here's the twist. His feet and yours are the same machine. Same 26 bones, same arch, same deep little muscles. Same 2-million-year-old spring. He didn't get a better foot. He just used the one he had. Yours isn't weak. It's held, propped, retired before it ever got tired. You took a foot built to grip the earth, and you sealed it in a soft box. And the fix isn't a $200 shoe or another insole. It's the free thing your ancestors did without a single thought. Take the cast off sometimes. Stand on the cold floor. Feel the ground. Let your toes spread. Let the arch do its own work. Walk on grass, on sand, on anything that isn't flat and smooth. Wake the spring up slowly and it remembers. All this time your feet weren't asking for more support. They were asking to be used. So the next time you step on a stone and feel it shoot up your leg, don't just reach for a thicker sole. Feel it. That's a 2-million-year-old machine waking up. It's still in there, still strong, still built for the ground. That's you. Take your shoes off.